destination. We are in LA, beautiful LA. Look at the yo, that's my fucking Did you? Nah, for real. This is a beautiful spot that we in.
Nah, it is.
LA been good to us.
Indeed.
It has been. Pretty
Yes,
bully.
ma'am.
How
Yes,
are you
ma'am.
doing?
I'm amazing. I feel good.
Nah, for real. You had a pretty exciting weekend.
This weekend was dope. Like from start to finish, even with the 7-hour layover. Fuck that. It wasn't a layover. It was a delay. Because that's the difference.
Yeah.
We think our pilot ain't show up at this point.
Nah, for real. We was
7
definitely
hours
in the airport for 7 whole American hours. Nah, for real.
But it was worth it though. Once we got to the destination, it was worth it. We made history this weekend, sister.
Yes, you did. Let me give me a high
I said we, bitch,
yes.
because you was there too.
Nah, for real, for real.
Hey,
yeah.
We made history this weekend.
Nah, that's real. You're the first. You're one of the first. You're one of the first. Yes, yes, yes,
Appreciate that.
Nah, for real.
My jaws was sore yesterday. I smiled so goddamn much.
Oh my God. Listen, it was so much love in the building. So much love. So I know we kind of sound like we talking in code, but sis here was invited to be a part of Sway and Tech, their morning show
and Revolution
and DJ Revolution. Shout out to DJ Revolution. They got to be a part of a cipher, and they had live bands, so they
for the culture.
Yeah. Sway in the morning for the culture. They was one of the first. She was one of the first, and there was only 2 females there. So know that.
That was love. That was love to be chosen by them. You know what I mean? They sent out an exclusive email on some, you are invited to exclusive location. You know I was coming. What? I don't give a damn what's over here. I'm coming.
Nah, for real. Listen, it was exclusive too. It was exclusive.
Non-disclosures on shit.
You had a gate lifted up. You had to go through a building, to go through a parking lot, to go through a gate, to go through an alley. Yeah, it was exclusive and it was dope.
That shit was fire. It was. Can't tell too much. But that was fire.
Yeah.
And I'm happy I was able to be a part of it.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. That's real dope. Saw some good people there.
Met some good people too.
That's facts. That's facts.
Yeah, the meet and greet was dope. Everybody was on the same wavelength, connecting and networking. You know what I mean? No gatekeeping.
Nah.
You know who you know. I'm gonna introduce you to somebody that I feel like would be dope for you. Like the vibe in Cali was different.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that here.
Nah, for real. We met a lot of dope MCs. We vibe with some. We went to Marathon Burger.
Damn near had a karaoke night. We was singing like
So you know what? I'm gonna give a shout out to Gino. Shout out to Ian. Shout out to Ty. Shout out to Ty. Hey Ty. Shout out to 7 Complete. 7 Complete. Man, let me tell you, when I tell you vibey, super vibey.
Yeah.
Super vibey.
Shout out to A-Rob.
A-Rob
actually took home the golden mic. Yeah. This whole event was just fire.
Yes. Saw some legends.
Met some legends.
Yo, a legend touched my shoulder. Like we said, we can't reveal too
Smoke
much.
got fondled a couple times. I ain't gonna hold you. Like throughout the night, y'all see some footage later. She got fondled a couple times.
I did. I had this
exotic outfit. Everywhere we go, she get fondled. I promise you.
It was
somebody gonna caress something.
It was a fishnet. It was like a fishnet, like a crochet, if you will. Yeah. It was a crochet.
I know it was fire though.
Short set. Thank you.
She had a man get out his vehicle with some greased knees to rub her shoulder and let her know that it looked like it was hand woven. Okay.
He said, "Man, you ain't make this." I'm like, no. I'm
No,
gonna
that
tell you
was
where I got
fire.
it from. Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. Went to Marathon Burger afterwards, experienced that. That was a vibe. It turned into karaoke. Everybody was singing. It was dope.
Yeah.
It
I
was dope.
appreciated this
Yes,
experience.
yes.
Was high without having no tree.
Nah, not a
I
lick.
was really high though.
Yeah, you
that was a
deserve
natural
that.
high. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you deserve that. You deserve that. You deserve that. Speaking of being in LA, you know, you just dropped a new project.
Shout out to PA Dre.
Yes, and that was filmed in LA. And why don't you tell the people at Premiere Drop what your EP is called, what your project is called?
It's called Set It Off, which is inspired by the classic movie Set It Off. Basically, when I was writing this project and PA Dre sent me the beats, it was just, and I got to give a shout out to L Biz too. Throughout the creativity of the project, I wanted to speak from the perspective of every woman that was in the movie, because there was a lot of different things in the movie that made them do what they did. It wasn't just about robbing a bank. You know, it was about people getting pushed to the edge, people reaching a limit, people snapping, you know. So it was a lot of different triggers in that movie, and I wanted to touch on all the triggers from a single mother, the triggers from Stoney when she lost her brother, you know, to racism from the police. And you know what I'm saying, it was just so much going on. Classism with Frankie when she got fired. Like, it was so much going on in that movie, and I just wanted to be able to embody all of them and connect myself in a way. I can't even say in a way, because I can relate to all of them. You know what I mean?
And that was going to be one of my questions. One of my questions was going to be, out of the four ladies, who do you see yourself relating to the most?
It will have to be TT. Off rip, it will have to be TT, because I have kids. Not that I ever had my babies taken or anything like that, but I know the struggle of being a single parent. You know, so knowing that firsthand, I mean, of course, I've been a victim of sexualism, classism. I've experienced all of it. But being a single mother, that hit home the most out of all the different women in that movie. That one struck a chord. Yeah, it would definitely have to be TT.
Let me tell you, that TT record, that was, because TT's storyline was, I don't want to say minuscule, you know? I don't want to say minuscule, but it wasn't as, what's the word I want to use? Prolific.
I know where you're going with this.
As the other ladies, you know? Or dominant or force, you know, as the other ladies, you know? How did you bring her character to life through your lyricism?
With my life? Like, that was the easiest way to do it, because like you said, it wasn't not that she wasn't prominent in the movie, but she wasn't at the same time. Like, because when I was breaking it down and writing from the different perspectives and taking notes, I took the shit back to high school. Like, I was taking notes, you know what I mean? But when I was taking notes, it was, hers didn't really have as much depth as everyone else. So I had to do a lot of fillers with her. But the fillers came natural because I've been there. You know, so I was able to put these 8 bars in between these 2 scenes that happen in the movie because I could relate to it. You know, so it made it, I won't say it was easier to write hers, because it wasn't, but it was easier to connect to her life.
Understood. You did a really good job with TT.
Well, thank you.
Really do. You know what I'm saying? I really believe you captured the essence of, you know, and the pain of, you know what I'm saying, going through something so traumatic, you know what I'm saying, as far as losing your child and trying to get them back. And like you said, I need the bread to get them back, but these jobs ain't paying nothing. The daycare is sky high. That's real life. We go through that every day. And I love that line. What was it? my babysitter stiffed me out over $150. Nah, for real, you really be feeling like that.
Can't afford to call off. Had to take him to work with me.
Man.
That's life,
That's
bro.
Real life.
Nah, for real. Like,
that's
it was
real life.
The shit that she had to go through. The system puts us in those type of positions. You know what I mean? We're put in positions where they want our son. And I said that too. They want our son to be the man of the house. They don't want a man to be in our household. They don't want us to have this extra income. They don't want our kids to have this type of guidance. Like, the system puts us in a position where we gotta fight for our fucking life.
Nah.
You know? And then it's like, you want to tell me I'm being a bad mom because I can't take care of him, but you put limitations on what I can do here. This shit fucked up.
And you know what? And just to, still dive into just what you said, to go in a little deeper, you're right. The system has put limitations on how we parent and then condemn the parenting.
Yep.
We can't discipline. You're getting chastised by a government official or entity.
Yep.
For, you know what I'm saying, for trying to chastise and keep your child in line. We all know that there's a very thin line between discipline and abuse.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And no matter what race, everybody take it too far. You know what I'm saying? But there's no guide when it comes to parenting.
Not at all. No handbook.
Yeah.
We got to figure this shit out.
Nah, for real.
Period.
Nah, for real. And then, kids got their own personality and shit.
Yikes.
So now you got to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to deal with that. You know what I mean? That'll make you set it off in a whole nother way.
It's like Jenga. You don't know what you pulling, but you know what I mean? Like,
no, for real. For real.
Shit'll make you snap, but the whole time you gotta hold your shit together.
Nah.
The whole time. You still have to be a mother. You still have to be a sister. You know what I mean? You still have to be a daughter. You know what I mean? Life still goes on while all this fuckery is happening. We gotta hold it and look pretty.
You see me?
You feel me?
You see me sit up? I was sitting down.
That's an arch that back, yeah.
That back, bitch.
Nah, for real. Like, ain't shit happening. The weight on these shoulders is different.
Nah.
As a black woman, we go through a lot of shit.
No, for real.
And hide it.
Hide it well.
We don't even hide it on purpose. We're so used to having this sort of pressure.
I would like to say one with resilience, right? Black women are resilient.
Absolutely.
The ones that really are trying to achieve the so-called American dream. Yeah, right.
We got our own dream.
We got our own dream. Not the American dream,
for real.
But just trying to achieve. Because generational wealth is real. So in that aspect, it's enough to set it off in many different ways.
Yeah.
Because you have chosen to set it off with your music. So with that being said, and set it off, each of these 4 characters chose their own fate. How do you feel like this movie resonates with the path that you have chosen in this game?
I really don't feel like it was a choice for me. Like, kind of like relating to the movie, they all got pushed in a certain direction. Different life situations occurred and they got pushed in a certain direction. Mind you, we all trying to keep our head above water. That's the thing. I've always loved music. You feel what I'm saying? But life has also gravitated me towards this way. You know how many times I put this pen down? How many times I stop writing? You know what I mean? But I always end up back over here. Why? Because I'm supposed to be. So life has pushed me in this direction. And it's not even all about music no more. Like, the people that I'm meeting now, the people that I'm coming across, it's not all music. Like, this hip hop, this whole situation is a culture. You know that. We in it. We boxing. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's not all about music. Your music is my roots. You know what I mean? But what it's growing into is so much bigger than that. And I'm supposed to be over here. I like it here.
Nah, for real. And she's setting it off. For real.
No, for real.
Setting it off on the mic. Setting it off in live performances. Setting it off with just her overall demeanor. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, sister.
Nah, for real.
I appreciate that. You just gave me a segment. Nah, dead ass. Well, y'all see these set it off segments?
Damn.
She birthed that. This is happening. Nah, for real. You see me look up in the air and shit?
That was an idea. That shit was like,
nah, for real.
Nah, that's what's up.
I'm setting shit off. Yeah. I'm sorry. Let's get back.
Nah, that's what we do. We always brainstorm. Now, with this film, I want to talk about like intricate, right? Detail. You were so detailed. Yes. You were so detailed with this project. Like, when you listen to this project, you really have to know this movie in order to capture or just let it resonate with what she said. Because it really is so descriptive, excuse me. Down to you knowing the address. You knowing the address of old girl who was in the lineup.
And I'm going to give a shout out to my sister for that. Because I recall writing this song and I'm like, I need more details for this. We was on the phone. I was on the phone with my sister. I'm like, I need more details for this. Like, for example, I need the address or something. She like, hold on. It's such and such. And it was the next part. So shout out to my sister.
No, for real.
Nah, for real.
It was too good of a record. And to hear where she was going with it, to not give her that, you know what I'm saying? So that was a pleasure. And then to hear it all come into fruition.
Yeah, I love descriptive writing. That was always my favorite subject in school. Like it's one thing to write something, but to pull somebody in so they feel like they're there, that's a different ball game. I love that's my playground right there.
No, for real. And it's so vivid. You know, your words, it really does produce an image.
Oh, thank you.
You can see, but that's to me. That's with all of your music, but with this specifically, if you are a true lover of this movie and listening to this project, you know exactly. The scene plays by itself with the lyrics.
Yeah.
It plays by itself. You don't even gotta watch the movie. You just literally gotta, you know what I'm saying, tap in. Make sure y'all tap in. This Set It Off is on all streaming platforms.
Produced by PA Dre.
Produced by PA Dre.
Everywhere. You can also visit prettybully.com for the project and also merch. And there is also vinyl available.
Yeah, big vinyl.
Talk to me and do it nicely.
How was it writing from Cleo's perspective? Because, you know, she went out like, I'm protective of my friends. And that's kind of you. Not kind of. That is you. You are extremely protective.
I know we talking about me right now, so I'm not going to pull you in this. But protection is a thing when it comes to friendship. You know what I mean? I'm not going to tell everybody you a brute. You know, when it comes to friendship, she will drag a nigga, okay? I love it, but she will drag it. You say, what about Bully?
No, but you are very so at the scene where she tells them to get out the car, and she's going to basically take one for them because there was no way that they was going to escape, you know. And she took that charge. What was that like for you to actually delve into that character and really kind of become that character when you're writing?
You know what? When it came to Cleo's, it's funny that you asked this one because I never even talked about this. When it came to Cleo's character, the way she went out in the movie, I didn't want to kill her. I didn't want to kill her in that track. So the way that I approached it, I took the music from when PA Dre sent me the beat. It was the music from the scene of her death. So I made it, to me, it felt like it embodied her in general. So I didn't even kill her in her song, if you can notice that. She never passed away. But when I got to talking about in Stonies, that's when she saw her, you know what I mean?
Right.
I couldn't kill her. I'm like, she went out like such a G. I can't even discuss this.
Yeah.
You know, like you can't, I can't, let me stop saying the word couldn't. I didn't want to describe her death. Her character was so strong. I didn't want her to die.
Nah.
I know she passed. We know she passed in the movie, but in the Cleo track, nah, she ain't died.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope. Stony was rough.
Stony was rough. She embodied the entire movie. She did. Like the way when I was, damn, I never talked about this either. When I was creating the joint, when you look at every character, it was hard not to make scenes overlap. You feel me? So I don't want to talk about the same thing that I talked about in TT Joint and Stonies. So it was certain parts of the movie that I left for certain characters. You feel me? So when it came to Stony, she got everything. Like she was the last of, you know what I mean? The only survivor. So she literally got the entire movie.
Yeah.
So I actually saved her for last because I had to take the parts that were left, but that were still prominent, and then create her character.
Okay.
Yeah.
What made you not discuss her love interest? Because that was a significant part of, you know, Stony's story too in the movie. And
it was.
And you opted out of that. Why did you not discuss that?
It wasn't an opt-out, but it was more so what was relevant for the vibe of the movie. Like for instance, just talking about the entire project, what pushed them to do what they did was pain. That was the only happy point for her in that movie. So I didn't want to incorporate that into the pain of the entire, because the whole album is about pain.
Yeah.
In some way, shape, form, or fashion. There was no happy points. You know, so it honestly it didn't fit. Okay. You know, like the whole entire, every character was about some sort of pain that pushed them over the edge, that got them to do something that we wouldn't normally do. You know, that was a little piece of happiness that she had in that movie. And I'm like, she deserved that. I'm going to let her keep that.
Understood.
Let her have that.
Understood. I think that's what made her hopeful. You know what I'm saying? I think that interaction, that brief interaction with him, showed her that, damn, somebody will love me.
It's possible.
Yes, you know, the possibility that somebody will love me for just being me. I'm from the hood. I'm not, you know, this astute person. You know what I mean? I am literally just me. And he sees me for me. You know what I mean? So I think with that phone call that she made at the end,
that was powerful.
Him, and she didn't say anything, but he knew it was her.
Powerful.
Yeah, she needed that. You know what I'm saying? She needed that. It still was hopeful. It still was hopeful. So yeah I appreciated Stonies. Now, let's talk about Frankie. You really dun, 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 dun. Oh man.
Yikes. Frankie was the first track I wrote. Yeah, Frankie, man. That classism is that's something we all encounter. It doesn't necessarily even have to be just Black women, but we get stereotyped, we get put in boxes. You know what I mean? We aren't allowed to get certain jobs. We have jobs taken away from us because of our color. And in her case, it was because of who she was affiliated with.
It wasn't even affiliated. She just knew
that's how they assumed her affiliation because of where she grew up. You know, so it's like now she was just as traumatized as the rest of them, if not more.
Yeah.
This lady got blown away in front of her.
Yeah.
Blood sprayed on her face.
Yeah.
Like, y'all didn't see none of this trauma I just went through.
Right.
But because I grew up in the hood that I can't control. Man, like, now my job is taken away from me. Mm-hmm. A job that I'm damn good at.
Mm-hmm.
I counted. No, I love
yeah. I counted.
240 to be exact.
My math's immaculate, B.
But back to this tea.
This Set It Off project is amazing.
Aw, thank you.
It really is.
It's my baby.
It is. And then to top it off, to the little cherry on the top, the poetry.
Aww.
You tapped into your poetry bag. How was it to summarize all the characters as well as have it interconnect with everyday struggles that women go through?
That poem, when I sent it to my best friend, so shout out to my bestie, love you, Trip. I sent it to him and he was like, damn, how much of that was you? When he listened to it, that was his take from it. And it's like, and it was touchy writing that one. You know, granted, a lot of it was about the movie, but most of it wasn't. You know, as a woman, as a black woman, as a black single parent of a 23-year-old, a 17-year-old girl, like we go through a lot of shit to try to make sure they don't skip a beat.
Right.
And it's a lot of things we don't talk about.
Right.
You know, I'm finally at a stage in my life where I'm okay with talking about things that happen.
Right.
I'm okay with talking about what I got through. You know what I mean? And that poem was some of them get-throughs. You feel me?
Understood.
It was touchy. It was definitely touchy. I keep thinking that's a person. But yeah,
she got that little nervous tick.
Nah, like it's them trees that be moving and shit, and I be thinking it's people.
Oh my goodness, she can't see y'all.
That's not a seeing thing. My sister's not alert. She don't watch her surroundings, so I'm watching every goddamn thing in this oasis that we sitting there.
We are sitting in the oasis. It's very nice over here. Yeah, sister, I want to thank you for sitting here with Premier Drop to touch on the EP. Is there anything you would like to add to discuss about the EP or the project? Anything else you would like to tell the people? Now's your time.
I would like to tell the people to go get it. Nah, for real. If you have not tapped in yet, go take a gander. If you appreciate descriptive writing, storytelling, truth, I think you'll really love it. And I like feedback, so get at me. And then Bully Bites is a thing. PrettyBully.com.
Sister, tell them where they can find you on your social.
People. Don't play with me.
Yeah, there's a couple people that's been walking through the courtyard.
So me, I can't see. Damn it, I see these folks.
Yeah, socials.
You can find me at Pretty Bully everywhere. Instagram is pretty_BULLI. YouTube, Pretty BULLI. Pretty much everywhere. No. Facebook is I Am Pretty Bully.
I was just about to say your Facebook is a little different.
Yeah, but that's it though. Everything else, Pretty Bully.
Listen, this is Premier Drop. Thank you.
Premier Drop it.
Yeah. Thank you for sitting with me to talk about your project. I appreciate it. We had to do it in California.
And did.
Nah, period. Thank you, sister.
Thank you, sister.
You're very welcome. This is Premier Drop. That's Bully. It's your girl Smoke. Let's do it. One. Thank you for watching Premier Drop. Make sure you share, like, subscribe, and check out the merch. Till next time. One.